Hello there. My name's Tommy, and welcome to Blitz Transmissions. This is my Star Wars channel, and we'll be covering all kinds of stuff, whether it's Star Wars media or Star Wars action figures or things like that. It's going to just be a lot of what interests me as a Star Wars fan. But I figured if you are getting introduced to this channel, you should probably know a little bit about me and my Star Wars experience. So I've been a Star Wars fan my entire life. My dad was also pretty much a lifelong fan, and so he raised me into the obsession that is Star Wars. Ever since I was a little kid, I grew up with the prequels, whether that be the action figures, the toys, the movies. I also grew up on the 2003 Clone Wars micro series, which is very near and dear to my heart. And then also closer to like my middle school age years, I got into the Clone Wars 2008 series. So for me, the prequel era and the Clone Wars series are very, very central to my experience of Star Wars. My love for Star Wars has always been expressed in different ways throughout my life, and because of that, I've been able to experience many different parts of the fandom. I've read a lot of novels, both canon and legends, comics here and there. I've done a lot of collecting, whether it be action figures, as you can see behind you. In high school, I did a lot of Star Wars Legos and, things like that. And even being in the 501st Legion. If you don't know what that is, the 501st is a non-profit costuming group. I myself do a costume for Arc Commander Blitz, CT number 4589, and that's probably how you could guess the mascot for the channel came to be. I decided I'd just go with my current costume for the 501st Legion, so I figured it would just be a perfect choice, and it expresses, again, perfectly my experience for Star Wars. I always, as a kid, was obsessed with the very obscure clone troopers from the Clone Wars series, and I was the type of kid where I'd get upset when a clone trooper would die in the show. So, for me, clone troopers have been a very, very central part of my Star Wars love, and so I kind of wanted to express that with this channel. I'm definitely a fan of everything. I love a lot of the new media since Disney took over the franchise. I have a deep appreciation for the originals as well as the prequels, but I definitely think it's worth mentioning that I'm a fan of pretty much everything. So if you're looking to share your excitement or enjoyment about any part of the Star Wars franchise, this is definitely the place to be. This is the channel to be at because I just love all of Star Wars. Some would call me a shill, but for me, I just call myself a super fan. There's a lot you can expect from this channel. First of all, uploads will usually go up at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time here in the US. Every Saturday morning, I will post a podcast episode, which will be available not just here on YouTube, but pretty much everywhere like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. And that's just going to be kind of whatever I feel like talking about for that week, whether it's the newest episode of the newest series, or just a topic that's been itching my brain and I really just want to spitball. I know by now there's about 1 million other Star Wars podcasts and YouTube channels out there, so I kind of just want this channel to be expressed as my personal enjoyment of the franchise, kind of share with you guys my thoughts, and kind of start a conversation. I'll be sharing the podcast with my brother, my fiance, my father, and sometimes some guests here and there. You can definitely expect a lot of product reviews as well. I am a big collector of the Hasbro The Black Series line, the Jazzwares Micro Galaxy Squadron line, and I dabble in things like Hot Toys as well. So a lot of variety that can come from this channel in the form of reviews. And as a big collector, like I stated, you can expect a lot of shorter form, maybe 10 to 30 minute long videos on this channel, whether it be wish lists for a certain product line or kind of a discussion topic that I've been kind of meaning to talk about, but I don't think will fill an entire podcast episode, or pretty much anything else I feel like posting. Like I said, there's not going to be much of a schedule or rhyme or reason to what gets posted on this channel, aside from the weekly podcast on Saturdays. This is just going to be one of those channels where I just kind of post whatever I'm wanting to post that day, and I hope you guys will enjoy that. And you can also expect vlog content, whether that be action figure hunting or Comic-Con ventures. One of my favorite ones to go to is the Toy-Hio Toy Show every year. They have it 2 or 3 times a year, and I always make sure I attend that. And other Comic-Cons and conventions I go to will be covered in the form of a vlog, so you could expect that kind of content as well. But yeah, that's it. This is my channel. Welcome to Blitz Transmissions. You, as the community, are known as the Blitz Brigade. So if you want to be a part of the Blitz Brigade, check out the channel. I know you'll enjoy it if you're a Star Wars fan of any degree, whether it be a casual fan or a super fan, an original trilogy fan or a sequel trilogy fan, new media, old media, whatever you like or dislike, you're welcome here. Let's have some discourse. Let's talk about it. Let's get excited about Star Wars. I just want to share my excitement and my passion for this franchise with an online audience. So this is it. This is the channel. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm excited to bring you guys content in the future. And with that, I'm excited to see you for the next video. May the Force be with you.